Hello Internet, I'm Zach, and this is the new vlog. Sorry if I keep on looking over this way for the first time. I have recording on that, you're recording video, and that's recording sound. I have a Slurpee. I was told today by someone who actually trusts in their opinion for videos, to try not talking to the camera. You know what? I'm not listening to that. I'm talking to the camera. Directly this time. It's not kind of like a passing, I'm holding you up thing. Yeah, that was, what was it? One of these things I was using. Now I'm using a big T3 for the videos. I have no clue really what I want to talk about. Probably more of an intro video than anything. Actually, no, I lie. This whole Boston Marathon thing. I do actually have an opinion about it. I've been trying to kind of avoid it in the vlogs, but with this new style of vlogging I'm trying, it gives me more freedom to talk about what I want, and also gives me more time to talk about what I want, as long as I keep it under 15 minutes. The Boston Marathon, very tragic what actually happened. I know people are getting sick of it. I'm actually getting really sick of this, but I don't know, it's something that people will listen to, I guess. Stomach puking motions. I find it was very sad. Very, very sad what happened. The two guys that did it, they have been, well, one of them's been caught. The other one, sadly, is dead. Which I think should never happen, especially with brothers, because they are brothers. I have a little brother, and he means a lot to me, and I'd never want to do something like that with him. Maybe that's why it bothers me just a little, as it was two brothers, and just gets to me just slightly. But it's very sad. I'm glad they caught. How Boston PD handled it was amazing. I've never seen, not even with New York did they have a response like this. It shows how much the US to terrorism acts have evolved since 9/11. It was amazing how fast they responded. And as Reddit says on the computer, I don't know if this is going to be true, but they're sending them pizzas. And they're going to be flooded with pizzas for months now. It's going to be hilarious. Probably by now they've asked the local pizza places to stop sending them pizzas. But one of those things I just find funny is that people are sending... It was a great idea. Maybe a little overboard on Reddit, but a great idea and all. Who wouldn't want one of the pizzas? Sorry if the coloring's kind of off. I'm trying to get the white balance proper, but it's very hard without a proper white balance card. So I gotta find one of those. They're like 15 bucks at local places, and that's too high. I'm waiting for Walmart to get them, if we ever do. But I do have UV filters. I keep on looking down. Making eye contact is very hard for me. So I always look away. And there's a stuffy there that looks like it's drinking a Mountain Dew. Yeah, my room's kind of... I've moved all the mess over there out of camera sight so that no one can see it. I'm very stiff, gotta, lumber up. Oh yes, you friend who should be watching this, if you aren't, well, shame on you. You told me to watch my favorite vloggers. Well, I did. Guess who this is? Guess who does this? I'll give you a cookie. I like cookies. Maybe I won't give you a cookie, I'll keep it for myself. Cookie. Stomach. I think a lot with this part of my stomach. I'm chubby. Very chubby. But the Boston... I got past that. Really nothing else to talk about. I'm having writer's block. I have a lot of writer's block, actually. It's like, I have books full of scripts that I just can't act out because I don't feel it. Then I want to write more scripts that I feel, and I can't because I don't feel like writing. So when I feel like acting, I don't feel like writing, but when I feel like acting, I don't have anything I want to act, so I go to writing. It sucks. Really, 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 really sucks. It looked frozen for a moment there. This weekend, nothing's happening in the world this weekend. I gotta check news. Google, with their Google Glass, those cool early heads-up displays that they have. I talk with my hands and the motions don't make sense. But the heads-up display that they have. Google is now forbidding people from selling or giving those to friends. So if you buy a pair, you are not allowed to give it out as a gift. That is in the terms of service for Google Glass. I find it ridiculous that they would do that. Google Glass is going to be expensive, and a lot of people will probably buy it for gifts, especially if it's available worldwide and at local retailers. It's going to be one of those things that it's like, oh, I should get this as a gift for my really techie friend, boyfriend, husband, wife. Really, really techie, right? I have an itch. Why would Google forbid this from being sold as a gift? For being sold, there's one gentleman, he was going to sell it on eBay. The bidding got up to $90,000 for the 1,500 pair of glasses. He started the bidding before he actually received them, so they gave him glasses. Well, this gentleman received an invite to buy it. He then put that invite on eBay, and that invite is now got up to $90,000 for that one invite. And so then Google comes out and says, oh, by the way, we didn't tell you this, but you can't sell these because we don't want people having them. Other people who aren't supposed to have them. So if you bought, this is going to apply, at least according to sources, it is going to apply to the actual retail copies. The Explorer, there's Explorer ones with clip-on sunglasses and other things, and they will be prescription as well, supposedly. But that will apply to all their models, is that you won't be able to resell them or give them away. So that's kind of depressing, because I was really hoping I'd receive them as a gift or something this year. I really, really want the Google Glasses. Something, just a heads-up display. Since I watched Dragon Ball Z when I was a little kid, I've always wanted to have something like that. And Google Glass is like the step towards having the Scouters. But, because I have these bloody things, I hate them. But, since I have glasses, Google Glass, ooh, just imagining how they would do it makes me so happy. But yeah, that, nerd moment. But yeah, that's what I feel Google Glass has, right? It's going to be this awesome thing. But yeah, not being able to sell them sucks, because, they're going to be all the rage. People are going to be able to sell them on eBay for thousands of dollars. Once they come out, of course. So, Google, I don't know what they're smoking. Also, Google Glass has no advertisement clause in developers. Developers are not allowed to put advertisements into Google Glass, nor are they allowed to sell their applications for it. So say there's this person makes a really cool game for Google Glass where you have to take pictures of something using Glass, and it uploads to a server, and whoever can take the best picture wins. He won't be able to sell that for profit or put advertisements, even though it is a revenue or AdSense, I believe it is, AdSense-based programming. So it's kind of one of those things like, how are they going to implement this to make a profit, right? Because they want to make it for a profit, but they can't put the price into glasses, or else they're not going to sell. So it's kind of one of those things. Developers might not make as many. Just talking outside. Developers are not going to make as many applications for it if they're not going to make money, right? So it's one of those things. It's not going to have I think it's not going to have the developer support nor the consumer support because of that. This is probably the same. It's the same problem that the BlackBerry Z10 has right now. You are vibrating. That's the problem the Z10's having right now, is that it's doesn't have the developer support because it doesn't have all the apps that the iPhone or Android has. It doesn't have the consumer support because it doesn't have the consumer point. The developers aren't making for it because they're not going to make money. That seems to be the biggest issue with the Z10. It's a great phone. I wouldn't buy it quit vibrating. I'm doing something. I personally wouldn't buy the Z10. It's not the type of phone I want. It's more oriented towards business people. Though, if they're trying to have that, they have the separation there. There's literally separation of business and personal. You can have your business profile and your personal profile, and those are completely separate. They do not intermingle. So it's kind of one of those, things that doesn't make sense. I don't know how long I'm going on this. So I'm gonna, well, I might continue this tomorrow. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense that BlackBerry would try and separate that, but still be business oriented. Where your main one, they want your main profile to be your business profile. But at the same time, they want you to use that personal, but they don't support it. And I think BlackBerry's going to have a lot of issues with that. Especially with the rumored iPhone 5S and the S4 coming out in 6 days. Like, BlackBerry's going to have a very rough year. Even Apple's going to have a rough year if they don't come out with something completely groundbreaking. That's the word, groundbreaking. Completely groundbreaking from what they originally wanted. I keep on looking over this way. I have a habit of looking right, and so it's... But I'm going to end it here. I don't know how long this went for. A lot of digression. But if you don't leave comments or a rating below. Please tell me how you like this new style of vlogging I'm going for with just rambles. It will be called the Daily Ramble. That might be a name. Think of a name as well. Zach's Rambles, Zach's Digression. I digress. But anyways, help me figure this out. What should I name it? Do you like it? If you don't like it, should I go back to the handy cam and be like... But yeah, up to you. Good night. Farewell to you. That was lame. Hi! Ow! Sorry. I just finished recording something, and you smacked me with the door.